As Kelly Ripa experiences a catastrophic wardrobe malfunction on television, Mark Consuelos begs for the assistance of a live staff member. Mark even looked around, alarmed, as she told her story. Kelly halted in the middle of her speech to read an instruction for her on screen, most likely via teleprompter. "Turn on Kelly's mic," she said, reaching for the mic attached to her dress. "Mark, turn on Kelly's mic," she said again, as it appeared Mark was the one who was supposed to do so. Mark leaned over to try to help her. "How do you turn it on?" he asked, fiddling with the wiring on Kelly's back. "Do you want to try, Scott? You're the guy," he asked a member of the live crew off camera. An incredulous Kelly realized that no one in the audience had heard the story she was telling at the time. The live crew member put a small attachable mic on Kelly's desk. "I'll just yell," the frustrated host proclaimed. Mark continued to work on fixing the mic behind Kelly. "Is it on now?" he asked. Kelly tested it by asking the audience if they could hear her, which they could not. "No, all right," Mark said as he apparently gave up. "I'm just gonna talk into this," Kelly said as she clipped the new mic that had been dropped off to her collar. Secret talent. Last week, during an episode of Live, Mark showed off a hidden talent that many didn't know he had. Guest Monica Mangan was on hand to show off some affordable gift ideas that were on sale at the time of broadcast, from warm blankets to dog beds. Kelly and Mark walked along with Monica to see some of the items in action and try them out. One of the items she showed off was Torched Products, a brand of laser-cut puzzles. Mark mentioned he had been playing with the puzzles backstage ahead of time. "These are truly mind-bending," Monica said of the puzzles. She noticed Mark working on the puzzle without breaking a sweat. "You're really good at that," she said. "You're just putting it together no problem. He's got that kind of a brain," Kelly said of her husband with a soft smile. "These are awesome," Monica said of the puzzles as the trio moved on to the next product. Marriage woes. Mark had a tense on-air moment with wife Kelly earlier this week. The Live star stared daggers at her husband Mark Consuelos earlier this week after his revelation of an NSFW weekend in Dayton, Ohio. During Wednesday's episode of the morning show, the TV personality and her husband Mark, 52, spoke about the missing jewelry. "I can't find my wedding ring," she told fans, who let out a huge gasp in shock. Kelly laughed anxiously, replying, I know. But Mark interrupted, grabbing her arm to ask, "Wait, are we on a break?" Quoting a hilarious scene from the show Friends. The entire room burst into laughter, including the soap opera star, who leaned over to her spouse and quipped, "You wish." Kelly then explained the scenario, saying, "I was moisturizing, I took it off, and then I went to put it back on and I can't find it." But Mark reassured his wife, replying, "You'll find it." Later in the episode, fans were pleased to hear that the TV star recovered her diamond. "Breaking news, my ring was found," Kelly gushed. "In case you were wondering, it was under the hairbrush," she explained. College woes. This wasn't the first tense altercation the pair had this week. Kelly and Mark welcomed the day's Stump Mark contestant for the day on Tuesday's episode. A contestant named Tracy Valentine joined them for the game, and a photo of her appeared on screen. Mark noted that Tracy was from Dayton, Ohio. "You know, I spent a long weekend in Dayton when I was in college," he said. "I'm sorry," Tracy replied. "The Dayton Flyers, right?" "Yeah, the University of Dayton," Tracy confirmed. "My daughter actually goes to law school there." "Well, I probably needed a lawyer that weekend," Mark joked as he grinned wide. The audience cracked up and cheered. Kelly stared him down as Mark realized what he had admitted to. "Yeah, that can happen in that area," Tracy remarked. "Tracy, time out for a second." "Go on," Kelly said.